Hello, everybody, and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports. The Bulls move into the EPCR Champions Cup quarterfinals with an emphatic 59 points to 19 victory over Lyon at Loftus Versfeld. A game where they just dominated from the get-go and never really looked like losing, to be honest. Very, very impressive. A big sign of intent from the side from Pretoria, and Jake White will be absolutely over the moon with what he's just seen from his men. Before we break the game down, 8 tries to break down from the Bulls, as well as the yellow card and a bit of drama here and there. Please do smash like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. It took a while to get things going. The first score coming in about the 10th minute, I think it was, where Sebastian de Klerk eventually went over in the 12th minute. The first of his 2 tries. Very well worked from the Bulls. Good handling. And a fantastic last pass from Villiers, the assist king, to put Sebastian de Klerk over. Jan Goosen kicked flawlessly for most of the game. Imbo Sapir that went over the 20th minute, and he's been in such great form. One of 2 tries as well. Identifying the space, having the pace as well. Goosen adding the extras before Marcel Coetzee went over in the 27th minute, and Goosen adding the extras there. It's 21 points to nil. You think the game's more or less, almost wrapped up, really. But a bit of an early hope there from Lyon was a try from Paige Relo with Paddy Jackson adding the extras, but Ruan Famar quickly cancelling that out in the 33rd minute. So at half time, 28 points to 7. You felt the Bulls basically had one hand on, or one foot in the quarterfinal. And it needed to be a first try for Lyon, which it was. A penalty try and a yellow card to Kenan Moody for his tackle on Paige Relo in the 46th minute. All of a sudden, 28 points to 14. You're thinking if Lyon score whilst Bulls are down to 14 men, then all of a sudden maybe there could be a potential fight back. It was quite the opposite. The Bulls end up scoring 2 tries. Firstly, Villiers just 2 minutes later before Imbosa Pierre went over for his second. Jan Goosen adding 1 conversion of those 2 to make it 40 points to 14. And with that, game pretty much done. Even when Taki Abrams went over for a try after a charge down in the 55th minute. After that, it was all Bulls. They ran in 3 late tries, as it was Richard Creel with an intercept. Chris Smith went over himself, and Sebastian de Klerk finishing off a really good move after fantastic work being done by Kirkley Orense. And in the end, 8 tries to 3, huge victory. They were in the lead for 69 minutes of the game, so can't really argue that the Bulls didn't deserve it. If you look at some of the stats, territory-wise, pretty even actually, which is quite interesting. And if you look at the possession, though, Bulls dominating 54% of it with the game, but 73% at last 10 minutes. When the altitude came into effect, it really did start to impact on the Lyon side, which you kind of expect to see. That's kind of the whole point of having that sort of home advantage, isn't it? Being able to make teams uncomfortable. I've looked at the set pieces. The scrums were pretty even, to be honest. Not too much dominance there from either side. I think 1 scrum penalty went Lyon's way, but 100% for both teams. Lions were a bit sloppy from Lyon. They had a less than 80% success rate. Lions Bulls closer to 90. If you look at the attack, though, Bulls 254 post-contact meters compared to Lyon's 150. Bulls had more carries, more line breaks, and just looked a lot better with ball in hand. Turnovers lost, probably have an issue with Lyon 20, Bulls 17. So both teams not protecting their ball as much as they probably should. Just the 1 yellow card coming to Kenan Moody, and discipline-wise, Bulls conceding actually, interestingly enough, more penalties than Lyon did, but defensively as well, both teams 79%, kicking pretty evenly. If we look at some of the big performances, Ulrich Lowe carried really well, as did Kyle Godwin. Ulrich Lowe with 13 carries, Godwin with 10. If you look at line breaks, for example, David Creel with 3, Kirkley Orense with 3 as well. On attack, meters carried, Kirkley Orense with 118. We look at defenders beaten, Kirkley Orense 9. Monty Owani, I thought, was one of the best players for Lyon. Really enjoyed watching him do his thing there. 8 carries, 8 defenders beaten. Taki Abrams with 6. On terms of the grafters, tackles made, Becca Saganadze from Lyon completing 17. Jan Kroblar, the best for the Bulls, with 14. After that, a host of players. Overall, it was a pretty polished performance from the Bulls, to be honest. Looked pretty good in the ball in hand. Never really looked like they had to get out of second gear, and yet decimated. And Lyon side, which are not great, And we kind of probably saw where their issues have been this season. But they said at the end of the day, as the Bulls, you still got to rock up, you still got to get a job done, and they did just that. Let me know what you thought of the game down in the comments below. Please do smash like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. Very much for watching. My name is Steve.